From the Weather NorCal Command Center, this is your afternoon update.
Kent's Meats and Grocery is much more than a grocery store. We carry a full line of quality meats, local and organic vegetables, and a large variety of fish, Green Mountain Smart Control pellet grills, and a full deli case of sandwiches and side dishes.
Well, it's definitely a wet start to the day. Many of us seeing some pretty heavy rainfall at times. Snow levels were fairly high. We did see a few chain requirements in the eastern mountains in particular, just six miles west of Susanville at the intersection of Highway 44 and 36, and also near the Bogard Ranger Station on Highway 44. There was a bit of that mix out there, and it did create a few slick spots. And of course, we just need to be careful over the next few days. Snow levels remain high, but we still expect to see some rain, which will be heavy at times. We're seeing the main storm system, at least the first one, begin to push through. As it does that, we're beginning to see some breaks in this wet weather. Now, we're going to continue to see the cool and unsettled weather pattern that'll keep us wet off and on through the rest of the day today, and not to mention tonight. But the next storm system won't be here until tomorrow, and that's going to give us more rainfall. We'll take a look at Futurecast here in a second. But again, those snow levels will remain fairly high, even with this upcoming storm system coming in tomorrow. We take a look at some of the cameras around the area. This is Lake Oroville, North Forebay, and this is out at the state recreational area. There you can see, of course, the overcast skies, and you have to look closely. You might see a few raindrops there in the lake, but overall, nothing all that heavy. This is out at Trinity Center, and there you can, of course, see the overcast skies there as well. Not the best image here, but it does certainly illustrate the overcast skies that we have out there, not to mention those wet conditions as well. This is out of Lassen Park at the south entrance here, and we can still see the snow out there, but certainly not as much snow as there was, say, about a week ago. We've seen some of the snow that they have seen melt a little bit, and not to mention the fact that we are seeing a little bit of that rain-snow mix right at this elevation as well. That doesn't really help to add to that. Now, we do have a wind advisory until 4 a.m. for Del Norte, Humboldt County, and southern Trinity County. That's until 4 a.m. Tuesday. We have a wind advisory for the Sacramento Valley and the surrounding foothills to the east, in particular from 7 p.m. this evening until 7 a.m. tomorrow. Bottom line, we're going to be looking at gusty winds at times. You've already seen some pretty gusty winds, especially off to the west in parts of Trinity County, and not to mention Del Norte and Humboldt counties, and really other areas as well. They're not even part of the wind advisory. Of course, we've got the one in central Siskiyou County in Shasta Valley. We've seen gusts 30, 40, even close to 50 miles per hour in some of these areas here. But tonight, there you can see in the valley, we're beginning to see those winds pick up, and not to mention to the east, where we did, of course, see that extension of that wind advisory east of the valley. We take you to tomorrow morning. We're still seeing some gusty winds here, but those winds should start to subside going through the morning, and not to mention your afternoon on Tuesday. So just bear in mind that there will be gusty out there, maybe just strong enough for maybe some power outages as well. But I don't expect this to be a mass event as far as those winds are concerned. All right, here you can see this is the area of low pressure right here. The moisture that we got caught up in yesterday is now over Southern California. But as this low pressure system moves to the east, we'll continue to see these disturbances rotate around it, giving us the showers. Now behind it is right here. This activity is all going to be swinging down to the south. Now, even though it won't move through us, the flow around that area of low pressure will, of course, make its way into Northern California, giving us more rain for Tuesday. So let's take a look at the timing of that rain. And again, you see the isolated showers out there. If we see a few rumbles of thunder, it's certainly not out of the question, or at least hear a few rumbles of thunder, that is. We take you into this evening at 6 p.m. Scattered showers out there. Could be some pockets of heavy rainfall for some of us. Still high snow levels at this point. Let's take you into Tuesday around noon. Once again, we're just seeing some of those scattered showers, but here is that next storm system that we're watching over the Gulf of Alaska right now. That will be here by Tuesday afternoon, and in particular Tuesday evening. So we see that flow around that area of low pressure. Heavy rainfall along the coast, but also making its way into the valley, not quite as heavy off to the east. As it moves down to the south, we continue to see that flow come in. Now, that low pressure system will not only move to the south, but a little bit down to the south and east. So the flow around that will eventually make its way into the eastern mountains as we go into Tuesday night and early Wednesday morning. But what's beginning to happen as we go through the day on Wednesday, that low pressure system will continue to dive to the south. So through the day on Wednesday, showers will diminish from north to south. So we may see some lingering showers Wednesday morning for Siskiyou and Modoc counties, but really by the mid-morning hours, it'll be dry in Siskiyou. For noon hours, still a few leftover showers in Shasta County, and then we go at about 6 p.m., it's starting to kind of shift down to the south, and then by 10 p.m. on Wednesday, it's pretty much dry across the board. Forecast rainfall totals on top of what we've already seen. Could see upwards of another inch to 2 inches of rainfall in the valley. That's about the same here for the coast, maybe a little bit less than that. And of course, we don't expect to see as much rainfall off to the east. Snowfall amounts. Well, again, we're talking about the high snow levels. So you have to go to Lassen Park in the highest elevations. You have to go over Mount Shasta, the mountain of Mount Shasta, and see the bulk of that snow. Not to mention the Trinity Alps and the Marble Mountains. Some of those higher elevations will see some accumulating snow. But for the mountain communities, it's going to be in the form of rain. All right, take a look at Futurecast now, taking a long range. Thursday is looking dry. The system coming through on Friday is going to clip Northern California. Now, I'm giving everyone, including the valley, a chance for some showers here on Friday. Don't count on much, if anything. And this, I think, is overdoing it with the snow. I still expect high snow levels even on Friday. Then we go into Saturday, Sunday. The weekend before Christmas looks dry. This particular forecast model is still bringing in the potential around Monday night, a chance for some rain, including really all of Northern California. Now, is it going to be a lot? You can see here, this is not a very impressive storm system, so I don't expect it to be much, if it even materializes, because if we look at a different forecast model, the European forecast model, it keeps everything up to our north and we stay fairly dry. So we're going to have to watch Monday, or should we say Christmas Day forecast, but for the most part at this point, I'm not expecting much, if anything, at least through the day on Christmas. But then by Christmas night into the day after Christmas, we may see some showers, and there's more activity that could potentially impact our weather going into the week of Christmas. All right, so just something to kind of bear in mind, and especially if you do have travel plans, keep a close eye on that forecast. But the days leading up to Christmas do look clear, do look dry. So if you are traveling in the region by car, I think you'll be in pretty good shape. You don't have to worry about too much. Here are your wave heights for, of course, the rest of the day today. They'll increase a little bit tonight before they do start to retreat and drop going into your Tuesday afternoon. Here's what it looks like out there for today. Temperatures are going to be in the low to mid 50s for the valley. I've got those lightning strikes in there. Quite honestly, I don't think it's going to happen today, but bottom line, still looking at those showers here, we could still see a chance for a few isolated thunderstorms for the valley and really even the coast for tomorrow afternoon. Snow levels still fairly high, dry for Wednesday, and then the first day of winter is Thursday. But it looks dry on Thursday. Maybe a chance for showers on Friday, but for the weekend before Christmas, it does look to be dry for everyone, including the valley. Chance for showers and maybe some thunderstorms here for your Tuesday. We continue the chance for showers diminishing from north to south, so it will dry out for Redding first, and then eventually Chico sees the drier conditions on Wednesday. And then it looks like as we see Friday, a slight chance. I may be taking that out of the forecast here as we get closer to Friday, but should be dry throughout the weekend. Looking at your 7-day outlook for the North Coast, showers, maybe some thunderstorms here. Snow levels still fairly high. Still seeing that chance for showers on Wednesday before we dry things out on Thursday. But by Friday, we've got another chance for showers and then drying things out again here for the weekend before Christmas.